Thanks for tuning in with me again. If you remember from my intro video, I talked a little bit about some of my active hobbies, to include rock climbing, biking, tennis. But today I want to focus just on rock climbing. So my goal was to shoot footage inside of my climbing gym, Sport Rock. But Tuesday night when I went this week, it was really crowded. There were kids everywhere. It's some kind of kids club, which is apparently on Tuesday nights, so I will not be going back on Tuesdays. But I did get some footage. I just didn't get to really talk about what I was doing. So before I show the footage, I'm going to just quickly talk about how I even got started with rock climbing. One of my coworkers who'd been climbing for years suggested that I come to the gym and try it out, and when I did, I loved it. It was hard at first, and I want to just be really good at things when I start them. But it's something that you have to build the strength up. It takes months to really get to the harder climbs. So I was going twice a week consistently. Recently, I had to take some time off. I may have had a little elbow tendonitis, but it is all healed up now, so I'm back on my 2 times a week schedule. And I have the footage from Tuesday that we're going to get into, and I'll talk to you a little bit about my technique and the routes that I took and things of that. So here we go. All right, so there's a lot of people here, but I am right in the middle with the blue tank top, about to climb this V1 on the wall. And I had started already with a VB and a V0, but people kept walking in front of the camera, so I did not include those. But it's kind of like dancing on the wall, so every time I reach for something with my hand, the next move is to readjust my feet. So my cameraman kindly comes in for the close-up. Every time I reach, I'm bringing my hip really close to the wall, and then the scary part for me is letting go and jumping off. So here I am before climbing the route, looking at the wall and actually seeing the path so I know what to do. This is a V2 and all of the route is marked with white tape. So I'm doing the dance again. I move my hands first, then I need to readjust my feet, then I move my hands. This move here, I used to hate doing heel hooks, but they're really helpful because then you put the work on your legs and your hands can take a little break. So you can see where all the white is and kind of track where my next move is going to be. And I remember doing this climb, and right here, I was really tired. I was trying not to let go, so this last move is sort of desperation. But I did it. And one of my last attempts for Tuesday night here in the cave was this V3. And so my initial move, I'm kind of figuring out how should I even begin this climb, because there's only one foot to start with. And here's that heel hook again that I sort of hate, but it is really important. And the cave itself is really hard because of the angle that you're climbing on. And all the tape on this route is marked brown. It's kind of hard to see. Did you see that move though? Like glue, my hand just hit it and I stuck it. Another heel hook. And I'm getting tired again, but I'm trying.
Got it.
Am I gonna finish? No, not this time. There it is, indoor rock climbing. So as you saw from the video, I start with the easier routes, the VBs, V0s, V1s, and then I make my way to V2s and 3s. And there was a time where I was climbing V4s, but because of the time I had taken off to heal up my arm, I'm still working my way back up to those. Like I said in my last video, the stretching and the cool down are so important, and I'm doing that now so that I don't have this flare up in my elbow again, and I feel great. Rock climbing is definitely a patient hobby, so if you're thinking about starting, just know that you have to warm your body up to get into it, and you'll be working on those zeros and ones for a couple months before you make your way to something harder, and you might get hooked just like me. So if you'd like to see more about rock climbing, as far as what I actually do in my warm-up and my cool-down. I would love to share that another time. Any questions or comments, I would love to read those. Thank you for tuning in with me today, and I will see you guys next time.